my own divorce. It was a very, very painful experience, and just got me to think, instead of like, 'cause what can I do with this to help men understand the emotional connection with women, how we think, like the experiences that we have and all of these things that sometimes they don't know, right? Different experiences throughout how a marriage can change as motherhood changes, and like how to be with us throughout it all. So that's how I came up with this with the help of others. And I just found like my purpose through that. And I feel is because I have learned how to make out of like unfortunate circumstances the best of it. And I think that's one of the qualities that I love, may say about myself the
Oh
most.
man, but what would you recommend women who are listening to you now, how to start from zero, from scratch after divorce or huge separation?
After my experience, I feel like after a divorce, women go through a lot of emotional, roller coaster. Like, what do I do? How do I start? It's kind of a start. It's very scary. I remember I was very scared, but I was capable of focusing on what mattered at the moment, which was my kids, and how to provide for them the best way I could with what I had. So my suggestion would be, take the time to rebuild yourself and your confidence first before you get back into the dating world again. So get to know yourself all over again before you communicate clearly what are you looking for in a man, because I believe after a divorce, we're not clear with that. That's really foggy, kind of like we don't know what that looks like. And we're not capable of seeing what we're really worth until we really can be able to provide that for ourselves and believe that we deserve that. Once we get to that point, then we become capable of communicating that to a man when we're dating them, and kind of like testing that on the person that they're with. Because there's a lot of men that are very good. I've coached a lot of them, and they just sometimes need to learn how to communicate, or just get out of like, their confidence zone to be able to share and be vulnerable.
Much structurized. You can be very fun and easygoing. Tell me about that side. How fast do you take decisions in life?
I do believe I'm very easygoing, which kind of sometimes when you combine it with a lack of boundaries could be a problem because then you're the one that is always accommodating,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, whatever you want. And I fell into that category back in the days. One of the things that I had to learn about myself, because I had the right also to take space. I had the right also to kind of communicate what my needs were and not constantly seeking to please everybody around me, which was a challenge at the beginning. And it felt weird, to be honest with you, and once I got used to setting boundaries and being okay with wanting certain things for myself, then I just slowly got used to it, It's still a work in progress, but I feel like self-awareness is such a big deal at the beginning, to understand your needs and wants, because we can't communicate what we don't know about us,
Definitely.
So I have a huge passion for art, any type of art. The only art that I'm not good at is the culinary art, because I don't cook.
You don't?
I mean, I cook, but it's not like something that I will get out of my way to do.
No, my question was because you have two kids, so probably, being a mother, anyway, you cook. You want it or not.
Yeah, but it's not something that I like, oh my God, I just kind of see women like really enjoy it. I do it because of course I have to, but it's not something that I will spend hours, I'm going to do this recipe.
Okay, I have to interrupt you. It was a very important question for our man who already fell in love with you. If your man who's listening to you now and he said, okay, I would love to meet that girl and I would love to invite you here next door to Peruvian restaurant, would you go?
I love to eat, don't get me wrong. I love to eat.
But no, Peruvian restaurant.
Peruvian restaurant.
You love your food?
Oh my God, that is the number one thing.
I heard your culture is great.
It is. That's one of the things that everybody assumes about me, because I'm Peruvian, that I'm a good cook because our food is so amazing. I can cook. It's just not something that I enjoy. Like, for example, other aspects of it. Like, I love painting and drawing. It gives me, that's a way for me to, that's a way of me to decompress. Just because I'm not thinking about anything else, then the next lie I'm going to draw. And once I finish drawing, like I feel like a huge weight comes on my shoulders. And it's just so therapeutic to me, you know, that I love singing in the shower.
Your planet of love.
I feel like that is a non-negotiable for me, meaning like my career has become, and this in my nature, I've always loved helping people, and this has given me a huge platform to do so. I just today I spoke to 8 different men from different parts of the world. I do believe that could be a problem for some men, but I just wouldn't date them if that is a problem.
If he's not confident enough, I don't date him.
Pretty much.
Did you hear that, guys?
Pretty much.
How many men could you process, I'm sorry for using that word, per day?
How many? Well, I mean, it depends, you know, because what I love, one of the things that I love about my job, the impact that it makes in men's life. I love when they show me the picture of the ring. They finally propose to the woman of their lives. I love when they share that the woman is finally getting back with them after all these efforts they did in self-development work. Like I can see the impact, but also my job allows me to also be a better mother because I'm raising 2 boys, you know?
Oh, boys, beautiful.
So
I saw one of them.
Yeah.
It's beautiful eyes.
Oh,
Compliments.
You. Yeah. So they're, you know, they're the loves of my life. And I just see myself one day having to, you know, probably live through their experiences, you know? So it's important to me that the man that I'm with understands this passion of mine of helping men, because I feel like through helping men, I'm also helping women, you know, because women want their men to understand them. Women want, you know, to have that connection.
Yeah, it's impossible, but they want. We want. What would you teach your kids, your boys? What is the most important thing for a woman?
I always try to teach them how, like even though they're very young, you know, like always everything I say, everything I do with them is thinking, how can I make them good husbands one day?
Oh,
you know,
can I wait for your boys?
Yeah, little things like, you know, as a single mom, you know, like ladies first, like open the door for mommy, just because I do believe like how a boy treats their mom or how we raise them is going to treat the woman in their life one day. And I don't know if every woman, but I look at how the man treats their mother, because I feel like that's the way that's the closest feminine, you know, figure. And I believe that's how it's going to treat me eventually, you know? And I teach them just, you know, how to have boundaries, how to have a standards also for the woman they date as well, because I believe a lot of men haven't been, or boys haven't been taught like what do they need in a woman. So you can see, like I was told when I was very young, you know, you need a guy that has a career, you need a guy that treats you well. We have standards. We grew up hearing this. I don't think men know what to look other than she's pretty and she's kind. Oh, she's got a cool job, you know. But then what else is there, right? What are my values? What do I'm looking like in a woman? Like, I don't know how to go about it. So this is all brand new information for them. So I try to always tell my boys, you know, the woman always makes you a better person. The woman is supposed to make you a better man, you know, like support your dreams and be your rock and stuff like that. And sometimes my boys are like, you're crazy, mom. But it's like, I know they listen, you know, deep down, because they're not even thinking about, you know, girls or anything like that. But every word that comes out of my mouth, I feel like is making an impact eventually, you know?
Cynthia, what is your personal attitude to betrayal and how to recover after?
Steps. So now I want to help you further though. So in order to talk to you, book a free call. I'm going to leave the link below so you can fill out this free questionnaire, and I can have the opportunity to talk to you, to give you an action plan that I can effectively give you guidance with experts in my team to tell you exactly what it is that you need to succeed in every aspect of your life. Thank you for watching and staying till the end. Implement this right away and tell me in the comments later on how this is working out for you. Much love to you. And remember, I'm always sending blessings your way.